So, what do you think about jazz, where it started versus presently versus where you think it's going in the future?
I think that, I guess, as we all know, when it started, it was kind of the popular music of the day, as far as, especially you get to the swing and big band era, people was really like the dance, the party music of the time. And I feel like this is kind of one of them age-old, dated kind of even talks as far as what needs to be incorporated and people taking themselves too serious and this, that, and the other. But I feel like, of course, a lot of that was lost as the music started to get more complex and artists wanted to find more ways to express them, ways to express themselves further, be it, through expanding the harmonies, the rhythms, the melodies, melodies that bend your ear a little bit more. To me, I always kind of feel like, even as things started to change, we talk about Stevie Wonder, I feel like some of it is, how jazz may have decreased in popularity from being popular music to being, considered more art and more along the lines of what classical music is. I kind of think it's somewhat related to how pop music is as well. And this is just me personally. And there's a lot of great artists out there who do things, but by and large, I think that pop music continues to be more and more cookie cutter type stuff. When you talk about Stevie and Dunny and, some of these people, it's like, that's the music that people love. But if you listen to Stevie, a lot of Stevie's music is like, it's just someone singing over some stuff that's as complex as any jazz, jazz harmonies and all that stuff. But people was listening to it. It's like that was the popular stuff. But it's like, as that changes, I think people's attention changes as well. And I'm saying Stevie, Dunny, if you listen to P-Funk stuff, it's like, it's grooving. But if you really listen to it, there's some stuff going on in it. It's like you could, I think stuff like that is even why it was easier for me to pick up jazz, because even though I wasn't used to soloing over no changes, but I was used to playing changes because I knew a lot of those type of R&B songs. But and like I said, and this isn't a good or a bad thing. I think that it's just what it is. A lot more of the R&B and popular music is a lot simpler now. So people's, a lot of people aren't even used to having things that challenge their ears more. And yeah, I think that some jazz music is just, way over people's heads. But that's being said, I feel like if that's what you're hearing, if that's how you're feeling it, that is what you should be doing. You shouldn't be trying to make something that's pleasing to people because you think it's pleasing. You have to do something that's, that is a problem, is that if it's not genuine to you, a lot of times people aren't even gonna like it anyway. But I think that, just about as far as what's going on with jazz, I think that there's a lot of great artists out who are doing what, similar to what I'm actually about to say, is that, finding music that's can be complex but still relatable. And I think that a lot of it is just getting more of that music out. It's like sometimes, I've played a lot of shows where people come up and say, I don't like jazz, but I really enjoyed your show. And it's like, oh, so you do like jazz. It's like, it's like saying, I don't like R&B music, but I like, SWV. It's like, what? So you do like R&B music. You just don't like the R&B music that you've heard. So, I think that it's, just getting more people being able to really see that variety of what's there. And like I said, I think that it starts, all of those types of things, just the society as a whole. I was talking to somebody the other day, and I feel like definitely generations before us, but like me and you, there was still like reruns of Looney Tunes and Tom and Jerry coming on and stuff, and Scooby-Doo and all that stuff. But it's like, if you listen to even the theme song of Scooby-Doo, it's like, it's got some flavor to it. If you're watching Looney Tunes and Bugs Bunny, you're hearing Mozart and Beethoven and all that stuff. You know, you watching Tom and Jerry and he's singing, I mean, for better or worse, singing "Is You Is or Is You Ain't My Baby." It's like, you know, you're still being exposed to these things, and it's like, just the further we get along, and like I keep saying, I'm not saying as far as what's bad or good, I'm just saying what I think it is. You know, even those exposures to art and music aren't happening at those young ages that you don't even realize when they're happening, but you're hearing it.